Monte Carlo's done, ready to go home. Just wanted to show you guys how she came out. Everything all done nice and neat. I showed them the two wires were different on this side and one on that side. I explained that in the other video why, because of the boots. But he took it out and drove it, and I thought he was gonna like take it easy on it. I said take it on a block. Excuse me. And he pulls out on the side street here and said he's only about half throttle, and it was spinning the tires. And I'm like, I told you to be careful with it. And he went around the block, and he was out of sight, and all I could hear was screeching tires. And then a few minutes later, I hear more screeching tires. And then a couple more minutes later, I hear screeching tires. And then finally, he came back and had a big shit-eating grin and says, "Man, this thing's fast." And I was like, "Man, I'm glad you're happy with it." He goes, "I love it." So, yay! I wasn't planning on going out and ripping on it right off the bat because I wanted to make sure everything was good to go, and I was just out here checking all of his fluids and checking for leaks, and there's no leaks. Everything looks good. Everything works. He's happy with it. So he's going to come back in a few days and pick it up. So I'll have to get a window for that door. It doesn't have a window in it. So I'm going to keep it in the garage for the next few days. It's supposed to rain until I can get it home. And then he can put a tarp on it once he gets it home. But I was stressed the F out big time on this thing. And after he went out and ripped on it and stuff, and I checked the temperatures and everything looked good. It was still it carries 40 pounds of oil pressure in an idle once she's warmed up, so she's got great oil pressure. It was a good solid running motor. I can't be happier with it. So that's just what I wanted to show you guys. It's turned around in the garage because I took it out. Everything works, charging like it should. Oil pressure was good. Temperature was right around 200 degrees, 210, which is normal for this. I would later on down the road drop a 160 thermostat in it, and I'd put an electric fan on it. But that's something he can do down the road if he wants. It sounds killer. The exhaust is all done. Let's see if I can show you. It runs true duals all the way from there back to there. So there's a bunch of pieces I had to put together and weld together to make it, but it sounds good. He's got a power steering leak, and it is coming out of the gearbox. So where his pitman arm is, there's a seal on the back side there. I told him he needs to replace that seal in that gearbox. I've done them before. There's a trick that I've had good luck with them, is you pull the arm, and then some of them, I think most of them, all of them, have a C-clip in there that holds it in, and you pull the C-clip out, and you fire the car up or truck or whatever it is, and crank the steering wheel real hard all the way against the stop, and the pressure will pop the seal out. At least that's how it's worked for me the last couple times. So I did that on Old Blue, because it was leaking like a sieve. So now I just got to clean the garage up, do something with this stuff, and my mom's car is coming over. I don't even know what the hell I did with it now. Oh, it's back there. Y pipe for the Crown Vic. I'll put that on real quick, and then I'm going to fix my Subaru. So that'll be the next thing I'll post, is a Subaru. I'll let you guys see what happens when you don't freaking mill the heads, and I know better. So, yay, I'm going to pull both heads. I'm going to try to do it with the block in the car, because I really don't want to pull it unless I have to. It's not that much more work, but I don't feel like pulling it out unless I have to. So I'm going to try pulling the heads with it in the body. Send the heads out to the shop in Brookville that did the heads for this, and have them mill them. And then I'll stick them back together the way it should be, and I'll show you what that K&W does once I get into the motor, and you can see if it's plugged everything up or what the hell it's done, because I know it didn't help the head gasket leak. Hope you guys like and subscribe to my channel, and it's going home. Yay. Have a good evening.